All right. Another day. Sorry I wasn't here Friday. I had some stuff come up. So I couldn't trade. And then we missed a crazy day on silver, which is wild, but it's alright. But today the goal is I'm going to be working on this eval, probably. At market open. We're either going to hit profit target on it or we are going to blow it. The main priority this month is just basically building up more funded accounts. Last month, for basically the whole month, we were just focusing on this one. But we're at the point now where we could just milk this account, so we're gonna trade with like my funded futures and alpha futures and top step, but just gotta get more accounts. And this is on its 4th day, by the way, so tomorrow, if I can just catch another 200 bucks, we'll start February with like a $5,000 request and then $4,500 after split. Romanian final boss. How? The market hasn't even opened. You gotta wait, bro. But to go over a little bit of what I'm looking at, so before we actually gap down, I did say that I was looking at between 300 and 250 for us to basically bounce from this area. We kind of overshot it a little bit, but we did, begin to bounce from it. So now what I'm kind of expecting is I'm expecting us to continue higher. At least the ultimate goal would be up here at 647. There is a chance so that we come down off the open and then come up. And there's also the chance that we just open up and rip and take this immediately. But I will be looking basically for longs unless we start to get below like 270. Then at that point I'm going to be looking for us to take 180 and then come down into this area. But as of right now, we're just going to have to wait. But let's see if you could see this. So if this is the area I marked out that I was looking for a reaction from, this zone basically. So we're kind of getting it here. We're going to see if it continues. I could imagine something like this. Now, if this basically gets below this area, then I'm expecting it to continue down. So it's kind of what I'm thinking for today. The Romanian final boss is short. Yeah, I'm gonna wait till market opens. I'm basically just gonna try and find an opportunity to essentially full port an eval. I'm not gonna trade my funded account today because there's no point. And last night we were trading silver and gold and passed a few evals and then hit profit target on a couple more, so we'll be working on those later. But as of right now, we are building the funded army. It's kind of the goal. What's up, Elevation Era? We have manufacturing PMI today. Hold on. I gotta set an alarm. 9:45 and 10 a.m. Eastern. What up, Richard? That's what's up. Addis for 5 years already. That's crazy. Well, glad to have you here. Zao, what's Wealth Charts? Is that like their own platform after they left Project X? Yeah, I do trade gold. I trade gold and silver, but only right now because it's volatile, so there's a lot of opportunity. But I only trade them during Asia session. I don't trade them usually during New York session. Unless something crazy is happening, then I'll try, but usually I don't. I've never tried Wealth Charts. Maybe I'll check it out. So you're basically shorting to these lows here. Down here. Well, I hope it works out for you, bro. Ultimately, for me, the draw is higher on NQ. We may retrace. We may take these lows at the open. And then potentially these lows too, but I don't really want to see us, if I am going to remain bullish, I don't really want to see us get below this. So if we basically drop down, I'm expecting us to bounce off of there. Otherwise, we are going lower. Probably to at least here. At least 25,000 area. But I would like to see us take out these highs. Asia highs and the highs that filled the gap. Whoops. Rocket Y625. Y625, and why not like the highs? Trend, gotcha. That traders think NQ is overpriced right now. I wouldn't necessarily say that. I mean, we've been in a range here for like a long time on the higher time frame, and we broke out to the upside. We couldn't get past this area, and then we started basically falling right back into the range. And then we opened up this week in the very middle of this range. And now we attack the discount of this range and we're popping back up. So kind of expecting us to stay in this range a little bit. A little longer at least. Good morning, UCM guy. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm looking for too, Rocket. I want to see us come up there, but we may dump a little bit or pull back a little bit on the open, but that doesn't mean I'm gonna be looking for it to come all the way back here. So we'll see what happens. I just need a decent opportunity to full port this eval. If we blow it, hey, shit happens. But we're gonna try not to. Rocket, basically, like, I just don't want to see it get below here. So if we come down here and take these lows, I'll be watching to see if we start to flip at that point. If we continue even lower to take these lows and these lows, then I'm basically watching this area. I don't actually think it probably won't get down here. It might, but it probably won't get down here. If we're actually going higher, we're probably going to stop somewhere around here. If we come lower, and then we'll make our move higher. The only thing I don't really want to see, though, to be honest, is I don't really want us to, like, open up right now and then just pump immediately and go take that, because then I'm just going to miss that move. So I kind of hope that doesn't happen. But it might. If we just start smashing through this in 20 seconds. J Duran, for your first Express account, you should, if you're trading NQ, you should just be using like 4 micros. If it's your first ever Express account, 3 micros. Just like size, yeah, 2 to 4 micros, like size pretty small. Alright, well, there we go. That's kind of that's kind of what I didn't really want to see happen, but it's alright, I guess. Just opens up and runs straight to the draw. Damn it. Yeah, Rocket, we just touched 625. I'm expecting it to continue, though. At least wick this area. Yeah, J Duran, what Paige said is right. Like, if it's your first funded account, like ever, the goal should just be to try and not blow it over everything else. Just like try and see how long you can make it last, basically. It's gonna get blown at some point, but you're gonna just try and not blow it in a single day. The worst thing you can do is on your first Express account is to blow it on the first day. Because then you're going to go back to evals and you're going to start full porting evals, and then you're going to basically waste a bunch of money. All right, so we just took Asia highs. We'll see if we take we took these highs. We're gonna see if we take this now. All right, so we just took it out. So basically the plan I had this morning, the scenario that I said that I basically didn't want to see, just immediately ran for 100 points. So now we gotta take a second and we're gonna look at where we're at. Our bias was bullish, but open didn't give us an entry. We could have chased it, but I don't really want to do that. So now basically what I'm watching on the what I'm watching for this hourly candle is if we are going to continue to push higher, I would like to see this hourly candle close above the weekly opening gap. But we do have red folder news like at 9:45 Eastern and then 10 a.m. Eastern, so we'll try and wait for a little bit of structure basically. But if we don't get it and it just pumps, like there's nothing we could do about it, you know. If it just does one of these things where it kind of comes up and then does one of these days, yeah, we're just gonna basically watch that happen. I'm gonna take a look at silver for now. Silver's kind of pumping up, but we can't really trade that. But right now for NQ, I kind of just have to wait. It's just pumping. It's a massive pump off the open though. Damn. No retracement at all, just immediately 170 points. It's insane. The good news is that we did pretty well during Asia session yesterday. So if I don't get like a setup to try and trade, then we'll just wait till Asia session on the commodities. Dude, did any of you guys catch this long? Did you just go long at the open? Thing's crazy. I mean, it happens, you know, sometimes you just have a plan. We had a plan, and then it just immediately ran to the draw without an opportunity. Nice, Jaderan. Nice. Yeah, you know, sometimes, especially when I'm trading evals, like if that happens sometimes, I'll usually just like, because if I'm full porting a 50k account, I only need like, you know, 60 to 100 ticks basically. I'll just chase that, but I didn't want to do that today. And I gotta be careful, especially trading top step, because I don't want them to, I don't want them to give me a second warning for the focus traders program, so I'm trying to avoid like churning evals with them. Silver might turn around right here. What up, Duck? How's Atlanta? Oh, nice. We have red folder news in 3 minutes. It's probably not going to do a whole lot, but still, it's just good to know. I want to see how the 5 minutes going to close. We're beginning to stall a little bit up here, but we may just like start blasting through this again. What did silver do? Oh, it did turn around. Damn. Could have taken that. Yeah, Paige, I was just looking at silver and I was contemplating whether or not I should trade it to go short, but I just usually don't trade silver during New York session. Yeah, those candles are pretty intense. Especially for like a 50K account where you only got like $2,000 of drawdown. And look at this thing. We're just kind of stalling right here, so I'm gonna wait till it does something for NQ. Although we may just full port a silver trade, to be completely honest. Well, it's not necessarily that I want a full port bad today. It's just that's how I trade evals. I just full port them. I'll usually just like try and pass the eval in 2 trades, and then, you know, maybe like 40% of them I'll just blow the account, but it's like, who cares? It's an eval. Even if I blow like 10 accounts, a single payout is gonna cover all of that plus profit. And I'm gonna take a payout tomorrow on this account, so immediately for the month I'll be up like, after the profit split, like $4,500 before taxes, and then just gives me profit to use to basically just full port some evals. Cause I gotta just, the main goal is just to build up all the funded accounts this month, because last month I just only had one, basically this one, and I fumbled like a couple of them that I had a decent balance in, so I gotta get back to that. On the right side of the chart, Daniel, this is the DOM. Hold on, I might go short real quick on NQ. Alright, I'm gonna go, I'm gonna hope this doesn't snap back, but if it does, it's whatever. I'm gonna actually have to get out of this in a second. That was nasty. Alright, I gotta wait. We just got dusted for 1,000. Yeah, NQ's not pulling back. This is just going up. But if I might take a trade on silver right now, and I'm gonna basically risk the rest of this account. And if I blow it, I'm gonna buy another one. Yeah, that got blown. Alright. I'm gonna buy another one. And then if I blow that one, I'm just gonna stop for the day. Where's this thing at? So also just a little bit of context. Last night I passed 4 evals, so and then I bought 3 more and hit profit target on 3. So we basically hit profit target on 7 evals last night. And then we just blew one. So we're gonna buy one more. If it loads. Oh my god, great. Damn, Zal, you blew your Lucid funded. That sucks, dude. I hope you weren't following my trades, because I'm just full porting evals. Damn, this thing's taking forever to load. Dude, look at that pump. Alright, well that's not loading, so you know what? Must be a sign to stop while we're ahead. For the day, at least. Yeah, that was a nice move up at the open. Alright, so basically Top Step isn't letting me buy another account. This is what I'm thinking right now. I passed 2 My Funded Future accounts yesterday. And then I bought 3 more My Funded Future evals. And then hit profit target on 3 of them. All 3 of them. And then I have 2 accounts with Funded Futures Network that I also passed last night, but I have to flip a contract for like 4 more days. And then I'll get those funded accounts. And then I have this funded account right now where I don't really want to trade this at all. I already locked out of it because tomorrow I just need one $200 day basically. And I'm gonna take a $5,000 payout from that. So basically this is what happened today. Pre-market I basically had a plan, right? Our plan was we go higher. Now I was expecting at least like a pullback first before we go higher so that I could try and enter into it, but we just like ripped off the open. Oh shit. But we just kind of like ripped off the open. And then once we got up here, I basically just tried to force a short for no reason just to trade the eval. And then that got dusted. So then I just switched over to silver and then immediately got dusted. I went short right here, but then it popped up first and then it came down. So we got wrecked. We got wrecked on that evo. It's another one in the graveyard. So I don't really have any accounts to trade right now, because they're all either locked out or the last one I just blew it, so. Where are you short from, Rocket? Oh, from right here? Damn. 60 points of heat. Yeah, my top step is tweaking out right now. I can't buy any accounts. Oh, here we go. The Ritter news just came out, so, and the 4-hour candle. But guess what? Now we got a new eval. Damn, look at the wick on MNQ compared to NQ. It's nasty. Rocket, did you get out of that? Or are you still in it? Alright, if I blow this account though, I have to stop. Because then that'll be like 2 blown out of like 7 evals. Or what is that? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now this is the 9th eval of today. The goal is like within like a week, I'm trying to have I'm trying to use the profits from my payouts and have like 10 funded accounts. So I'm just gonna copy trade all of them. 707. So on NQ, I don't really want to trade this area. I don't really want to touch this area right now. Yeah. Right now it looks like Rocket, we're just doing the slow grind up. There's a lot of volume, but it's like not moving as quickly. Nice. Oh. It's alright. Tradeovate on the phone is crazy, Zo. It's already a terrible platform alone, in my opinion. I don't like Tradeovate. But I know that their platform on the phone is pretty shit. I may just save this eval for tomorrow, honestly. Because I'm looking at NQ. I don't like trading this type of price action. And then I'm watching silver right now on this screen. But I don't really want to trade it where it's at right now. All right, you know what I think I'm going to do is I think I'm just going to stop trading. um I feel like with how this is moving right now on NQ and then silver, I'll probably end up actually blowing this other eval if I try and trade it. So I'd rather just wait for some different price action. And then I have like a bunch of evals that are halfway done. I have like 3 of them that I got to focus on later today. And then the main goal though is it's the first day of the month, first tradable day of the month, and I don't have a payout yet, so I gotta lock in this payout. I gotta make sure I lock in this payout tomorrow, and then as long as I lock it in, then I'll be comfortable with full porting more evals. But probably a better idea if I just stop. So recap, we had the analysis for the morning. We want to see it go higher. It immediately pumped, hit our target. At that point it was basically like over with for me. And then I just tried to force a couple trades on the eval, blew it in 2 trades, and then bought another eval and didn't really trade it. And I'm not going to trade it. So if you're going to continue to trade, be careful and good luck. And I'm just going to catch you guys tomorrow. We'll take our L, the one blown account during New York. The good thing is we passed 4 evals last night. We hit profit target on 3 of them. So we did well on 7 evals. We got dusted on 1 eval. It's not too bad of a ratio. I'll take it. Alright, I'll catch you guys later.